A lot of people ask me, why did you change the birds, or how did that happen? And I was doing this series on the Metro for many years. I was sitting on the Metro and I was sketching, and I saw this woman, and I could relate to her because she looked like she wanted to escape and go somewhere else, and she was obviously going to work the way she was dressed, and sometimes we're in one place but we want to be somewhere else. And I think the birds has freed me in a lot of ways to find that place of serenity, and in doing so I'm more okay with who I am. All of us are hurting in some way, and we're all wanting to connect. I have connected to so many people since doing the birds from all over the world. Photographers from all over the world that are actually texting me and telling me, hey, I saw your painting on Instagram and you're doing all these birds. You're very welcome to use anything from my work that you want to use as references. I'm connecting with people in a better way, in a healthier way. Nature brings you back to that. Nature keys you in to what is truly important. It's not about you, it's about what is around us, and it's about preserving what we have. I think recording birds is a good way to do that.
Towards the end of 2019, Jodi Bonassi began looking at photographs of birds in nature magazines and encyclopedias. She soon embarked on a series of works on paper where she could record her observations and, as in her paintings and drawings of people, then embellish the imagery according to her moods and whims. In Wood Hoopoe, Bonassi left the backgrounds largely unarticulated, and she has used color quite sparingly. Her main interest in these early bird works is on the expressive possibilities of the bird's crowns, the branches upon which they are perched, and its accompanying foliage. In early 2020, the COVID-19 lockdown meant that it was no longer possible for Bonassi to ride the Metro, which up until then had been her primary vehicle for sketching people. So she turned to other sources for her figurative paintings, one of which was an ambitious work inspired by media coverage of the killing of George Floyd. By the time she finished the work, she found the subject matter too distressing to continue in that direction, and so she decided instead to focus her paintings solely on birds. Additionally, she began hiking more, and she actually did some birding. In late 2020, Bonassi applied for an artist residency that offers artists from all over the world an opportunity to listen to speakers on topics such as birds, plants, and ecology, and to present their own work and engage in dialogue together. Due to COVID, the residency was conducted over Zoom. In works created following the artist residency, a dramatic shift can be seen taking place in Bonassi's work. In the nightingale song Hermit Thrush and Fishhawk King, the birds are integrated into landscapes and they are responding to their surroundings. In other works, Bonassi humanizes her birds by presenting them in three-quarter view in the manner of old master portraiture and by assigning them human attributes. In her bird paintings from 2021, Bonassi explores a range of human temperaments and interactions. The blue heron in Butterfly Dance in the Garden of Trin Blue Heron is a person meditating, lost in a world of beautiful thoughts, which are represented in the form of lush flowers and dancing butterflies. The duck depicted in Polyphony is the narcissist who struggles with conflicts between self-perception and the way we are viewed by others. In the black-bellied whistling duck in The Gatekeeper's Dance is a free-spirited nonconformist who proudly stands up on a stump. Among the most personal of Bonassi's recent paintings are works that feature a scissor-tailed flycatcher, one of her favorite birds. In Plumage and Desire, a mother egret watches over her babies with a protective gaze, shielding them from threats posed by dark clouds overhead. Freedom is the focus of Seraphine, scissor-tailed flycatcher, and Dawn's Paradise, where scissor-tailed flycatchers are shown with wings spread open triumphantly as they rise up before vigorous ocean waves and billowing clouds. Bonassi bases many of her paintings on photos taken by professional photographers now, and she also has created 2 adjunct projects, one of which took shape when she was invited back for a second residency. This time, she and other artists were selected to contribute to a card swap, where each artist altered a complete set of playing cards. The repurposed decks were then shuffled with other decks, and the final randomly mixed sets were distributed among the artists. Bonassi's other project was inspired by the increase in home delivery necessitated by COVID lockdown. Finding herself with an overflow of shopping bags featuring a variety of logos and patterns, Bonassi began adorning them with bird imagery as a creative and meaningful approach to recycling.